All right, here we are, everybody. This is the really the final phase. It's now been about, when I say about, an hour and a half, real close to plus or minus 5 minutes, but that's kind of where we're at. The end product. There's a couple little nuanced things that I did as far as I took the lid off for a little bit, which I'll talk to you guys about in class, to let kind of some of that extra water escape from it. And the potatoes needed just a little more cooking time. But here's a piece of the lamb, and I'm just going to put that right there, and a potato as well. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of move the camera over. So this is how tender it should be, okay? So if you take 2 forks and you kind of dig it in, like you were shredding pork for a tamale, that's how tender it needs to be. And the potatoes, if you push on them, they should just kind of, I guess, squish, okay? If you would, but that is what the end result is like, okay? As far as doneness. So I hope that kind of helps show, it's really tender. It just kind of pulls apart. It doesn't fall apart. It pulls apart easily. So that's what that, should look like. Okay, so let me show you the end result, okay? The final plate up. Don't forget we had our rice that we made earlier. That right there is for the cilantro, or should I say coriander in this case. Although, admittedly, they are one and the same. So I have a little bit of cilantro right there. I have my chef's knife, and I'm just going to chop up some cilantro. Stems and all, pre-washed. I washed it the other day when I got home from work. So I've got a little bit of cilantro. Again, you can add as much or as little as you'd like, and I'm going to add just a little bit to the lamb curry. And I'm just going to mix that in, okay? Just like that. Now, to serve, very simply. Whoop, let's get rid of some of those leaves. Let's get our rice that we have warm in our oven, okay? So there's our rice. We have gently fluffed it with a fork. Fluff with a fork. Do exactly that. Oh, there's a cinnamon stick. Get rid of those, okay? So you want to kind of pluck those out. There's a clove. Make sure you get rid of that as well. Oh, there's another. Although I would tell you that in a traditional sense, they would probably just stay in, but there's one more. There we go. So again, just kind of fluff with a fork. It should have a nice kind of individual grain, not sticky or gummy or gluey. All right, so let's serve a bowl. So, there's one last clove. So we'll take a little bit of our rice pilau with saffron and lemon, just like that. There we go. Okay, and then let's get some of the lamb curry. A little bit over the rice. Okay, there we go. Now, let's wipe off our rim with a clean towel. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wonderful dish. This truly is one of my favorites. I just love the flavor of the tomatoes, the lamb, the potatoes, the earthiness of the curry powders, the little bit of tanginess from the lemon that's in the rice, and that little hint of cinnamon that's in there. This is just one of my favorites. It's pretty hot, I'm sure, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of give it a little try. There's a little bit of the rice. And some potato. And a little lamb. All right. So that is our trip to India. It was a great dish, one of my favorites. If you like a little more coriander sprinkled over the top, you know, by all means, add a little bit. It's got a little touch of heat, but not hot. A lot of earthiness. That lemon flavor from the rice kind of comes through. It's so many different layers of flavor. So I really hope you guys enjoy this this lesson for this week. And then we'll also have our chicken curry that we're going to do with coconut milk and vegetables. So you'll see two different variations. Tomato based, okay, curry, that's common, and of course the coconut milk curries that are equally as common and as good. So see you on Monday.